Good morning. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of Southern Illinois University School of Dental Medicine, welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2012. I'm sure that I don't need to tell the many family members and friends in the audience today that this is a special class composed of very special people. During the last 4 years, the graduates sitting before you have worked extremely hard. They've distinguished themselves through their academic achievements, their professionalism, their community outreach and service efforts, and their research accomplishments. They've distinguished themselves through the high quality and broad scope of the dental care they delivered for their patients. They've distinguished themselves through their outstanding results on both national and regional licensing examinations. We're obviously very proud of the class of 2012, and I ask you at this time to join me in applause to acknowledge their hard work and their many accomplishments. I would like to introduce a number of special guests seated in the front rows. I would ask that each guest stand as your name is called. And audience, please hold your applause until all are standing. To my right, Chancellor of Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, Dr. Vaughn Vandegrift. SIUE Interim Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Dr. Ann Boyle. Dean of Tufts University School of Dental Medicine, Dr. Hugh Thomas. President of the Dental School Alumni Council, Dr. Darren Altadonna. SIUE Vice Chancellor for Administration, Mr. Ken Neer. SIUE Vice Chancellor for University Relations, Mr. Patrick Hundley. Graduation Marshal and Assistant Dean for Clinical Affairs, Dr. Deborah Schwenk. And seated to my left, Acting Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Dr. James DeClue. Assistant Dean for Admissions and Student Services, Dr. Cornell Thomas. Chair of the SDM Faculty Assembly, Dr. Gary Fisher. Assistant Dean for Information Technology and Projects, Dr. Eric Langenwalter. Please now acknowledge these individuals with your applause. It's through the hard work, dedication, and commitment of the School of Dental Medicine faculty that our students are able to achieve academic and clinical excellence. That excellence distinguishes our school as one of the best educational institutions in the United States. Faculty of the School of Dental Medicine, please rise and be acknowledged. I would like to extend our appreciation to the Gateway Brass Quintet for the processional music. And a special thanks goes to Ms. Debbie Webb, who's organized the arrangements for today's graduation, and to the administrative staff members and dental student ushers who've worked so hard in assisting her today. I would now like to invite SIUE Chancellor Vaughn Vandegrift to the podium to extend his welcome to you. And on a special note, as Chancellor Vandegrift prepares for a well-deserved retirement, this ceremony is his last official commencement at SIUE.
Thank you, Dean. I guess there's something to be said for being last, huh? Good morning, and welcome to the SIU School of Dental Medicine Spring 2012 commencement. To you 46 graduates we honor today, my warmest congratulations. For you are indeed in a select group. Although we live at a time in which higher education is heavily promoted, a college education, much less an advanced professional degree, is not a foregone conclusion. Graduates, today's commencement is a formal academic celebration conducted in your honor. You should be proud of your accomplishments. However, you have not succeeded by yourselves. During the last 4 difficult years, you have all received support from many people, and they should be proud as well. These include your immediate family members, parents, guardians, grandparents, spouses, siblings, and children. And I would like for them to stand and be recognized by the graduates. Parents, guardians, grandparents, spouses, siblings, and children, please stand and be recognized by the graduates for your support. Graduates, you have also been helped by friends and by other relatives, advisors, and mentors, and I would like them to stand and be recognized by the graduates as well. Relatives, advisors, mentors, friends, those who have supported our graduates, please stand and be recognized. It's worth noting that we have quite a number of family members in attendance who will be directly sharing in the hooding ceremony. In fact, this year, 7 of our School of Dental Medicine alums will be honoring their loved ones with a hood. These connections are representative of the support you have all received, support that is one of the best predictors of student success. And at this time, I would like to recognize these dental alumni and all other alumni of SIUE. If you have a degree from SIUE, would you please stand? Our class of 2012 has achieved notable success. You have proven yourselves to be an academically and clinically astute group, earning a 98% first-time pass rate on the National Board Dental Examination, Part 2, and graduating over 36% of your class with honors. What's also very gratifying is the fact that the class of 2012 displays a wide variety of interests ranging from plans to enter military service, advanced education or graduate practice, specialty programs, public health, and private practice. Each of these professional paths has a significant impact on the health and prosperity of this region, promoting the university in its mission of service to the citizens of Southern Illinois. We are indeed proud of your achievements. In addition to your individual accomplishments, you have enjoyed many significant overall advances here at the dental school since your arrival, successes for which we are also very proud. You have benefited from renovations to the main clinic, including enhanced sterilization and dispensing areas, improvements to the oral surgery clinic, and the introduction of digital radiography technology in fall 2010. This represented a shift in day-to-day clinical operations, allowing you, the class of 2012, to be among the first students to experience a completely digital, entirely paperless clinic. But perhaps most notably, this class was among the first to begin an expanded rotation schedule at the East St. Louis Dental Clinic, allowing for a significant increase in the number of underserved pediatric patients. This has been a great benefit to the East St. Louis community and will undoubtedly have a very positive and lasting impact on future generations. At the university level, SIUE has grown in reputation and national recognition during your dental school experience. You have been at this university to witness our designation by U.S. News and World Report for 3 consecutive years as one of the up-and-coming universities in the nation. This year, we are among 46 upcoming institutions recognized for U.S. News and World Report, known for our promising, quote, promising and innovative changes in the areas of academics, faculty, and student life, end quote. The university is now also listed by Washington Monthly, a national political magazine, as one of the top 50 master's granting colleges and universities in the United States in the areas of social mobility, research, and service. And while we will never become complacent about the well-being of our students, we are proud to now be recognized as the 21st safest campus in the nation out of the 458 with 6,000 or more students. As these accomplishments illustrate, so much can happen in a relatively short period of time, and circumstances may challenge or present opportunities. Occasionally, they do both. Even with the professional benefits that go along with graduating from an institution recognized for excellence, the current economic downturn may somewhat narrow the field of opportunity for you in the short term. It's important to always be ready for future possibilities as well as those that await you immediately following graduation. French microbiologist Louis Pasteur said, quote, "Chance favors the prepared mind," end quote. You have prepared minds. With the mind you have prepared through professional education, it is now up to you to pursue your life's goals. As you advance to the next phase of your lives, combine your passion for life and humanitarianism with the important lessons you have gained as a student. Remember the university's values, which appear in the lounge on a banner right outside this room, of citizenship, excellence, integrity, openness, and wisdom, and incorporate them into your life's journeys. We hope and expect that you will continue to celebrate the value of citizenship by maintaining a commitment to public service following graduation. Your significant influence as healthcare professionals has the potential to reach well beyond your local communities to those at regional, national, and even international levels. With each of these realms and in all pursuits, you also have the opportunity to reflect our values of openness and integrity, which translate to our stated goals of the inclusion of rich diversity of humankind in all aspects of university life, respect for individual differences, and intellectual freedom and diversity of thought. Your professors have strived to provide you with the curiosity to be lifelong learners, which is also part of the university's value of wisdom. And of course, in all endeavors, excellence is the hallmark of SIUE. Doctors, as you now prepare for the next stage of your lives, you can help others to develop and succeed, as you have been helped by the taxpayers of Illinois. Public higher education is receiving an increasingly smaller portion of national and state income than it used to. As a result, SIUE is rapidly becoming a state-assisted university rather than one that is state-supported. In the coming years, we must all rededicate ourselves and inspire the dedication of others to support public higher education. In this, we ask for your help. And in return, we commit to ensuring the value of your professional degree from this day forward. With your continued support, and with that of your fellow alumni, we will maintain and enhance the value of an SIUE education. Graduates and now soon-to-be alumni, we congratulate you and send you off with this imperative. Go and do the right things, and do them well. Respect those who have come before you, pursue your life's ambitions, and enable others in the pursuit of their own. Be bold, be achievers, fulfill your potential. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Dental Medicine, please rise. Chancellor Vandegrift, these candidates, subject to the completion of all requirements established by the university and the faculty of the School of Dental Medicine, are recommended to you for formal conferring of their degrees.
In accordance with this recommendation, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the Doctor of Dental Medicine degree with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Doctors of the class of 2012, please be seated.
This is a very special time in the lives of our graduates and their guests. We would like to invite the family members to feel free to take photographs of the graduate as they cross the stage. Candidates will come to the stage as their names are called. Dr. Philip Charles Barra. Dr. Charles Anthony Bukovac. Dr. Bradley Ross Karn, magna cum laude. Dr. Daniel Chartrand, cum laude. Dr. Vanessa Ann Croy. Dr. Caleb Michael Estes. Dr. Joseph Ferguson. Dr. Megan Elise Grawl. Dr. Drew Grippentrog. Dr. Joseph Edward Gross, cum laude. Dr. Eileen Michelle Hillary. Dr. Jeffrey Lawrence Howenstein, summa cum laude. Dr. Howenstein will be hooded by his brother, Dr. Michael Howenstein, who's a graduate of the class of 2006. Dr. Josh Hudson. Dr. Emily Dawn Huggins. Dr. Sarah Elizabeth Hunter. Dr. Lena Jantra. Dr. Kevin Kamarli, cum laude. Dr. Lucy Wanda Komorowski, magna cum laude. Dr. Anne Marie Lamb. Dr. Stephanie Theodore Limbaris. Dr. Jeffrey Loberg. Dr. Joel William Lovell, cum laude. Dr. Lovell will be hooded by his brother, Dr. Dan Lovell, who's a 2008 graduate of the dental school. Dr. Clint Matthew Martin, magna cum laude. Dr. Emily Martin, cum laude. Dr. Martin will be hooded by her father, Dr. Bradley Roberts, who's a graduate of the class of 1983. Dr. Sean McHugh, cum laude. Dr. Ty Milner. Dr. Milner will be hooded by his father, Dr. David Milner, who's a graduate of the class of 1983. Dr. Craig Albert Peterson, cum laude. Dr. Peterson will be hooded by his sister, Dr. Melinda Hoaxang, who's a graduate of the class of 2009. Dr. Victor Manuel Pinones. Dr. Micah Roberts, cum laude. Dr. Stephen John Rollins, cum laude. Dr. Shane Ruggless, cum laude. Dr. Brett Schaefer. Dr. Will Sensenbrenner. Dr. Sensenbrenner will be hooded by his father, Dr. Kenneth Sensenbrenner, who's a graduate of the class of 1978. Dr. Nicholas M. Sigmund. Dr. Christopher Sikora. Dr. Sidney J. Simpson. Dr. Daniel Thomas Streitz. Dr. Janet Christine Sutter. Dr. Sarah Lauren Swanlund, cum laude. Dr. Eric Vineyard Tauby. Dr. Anna Trzynska. Dr. Rachel Nicole Ward. Dr. Krista Michelle Weimerskirk, cum laude. Dr. Michael Wong, cum laude. Dr. Wong will be hooded by his brother, Dr. Jonathan Wong, who's a graduate of the class of 2009. And Dr. Brian Michael Woodall.
It's now my great honor and pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Hugh Thomas. Dr. Thomas presently serves as Dean and Professor of Pediatric Dentistry at Tufts University School of Dental Medicine. He's a highly respected leader in dental education, an accomplished researcher, and a skilled administrator. Prior to his appointment as Dean of the Dental School at Tufts University in August 2011, Dr. Thomas served as Dean of the School of Dentistry at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. He also held faculty appointments at the University of Connecticut Health Center and the University of Texas Health Science Center at San Antonio, where he chaired the Department of Pediatric Dentistry. Dr. Thomas earned his dental degree from the prestigious Guy's Hospital at the University of London. He received a specialty certificate in pediatric dentistry from the Eastman Dental Center in Rochester, New York, and a master's degree in dental research from the University of Rochester. He holds a doctorate in biomedical sciences from the University of Connecticut Health Center in Farmington. Dr. Thomas has given more than 100 lectures and continuing education courses at various universities, associations, and study clubs throughout the United States, Europe, and Asia. He is the author or co-author of over 150 articles, book chapters, and abstracts published in a broad spectrum of scientific journals. Dr. Thomas's research was continuously funded by the National Institutes of Health from 1985 until he assumed his first dean's role in 2004. He is currently involved in studies on tooth development, nutrition, and infant oral health. Dr. Thomas holds fellowships in the American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry, American College of Dentists, and International College of Dentists. He's a former chair of the American Dental Education Association Council of Deans and is currently Vice President of Deans on the Board of Directors of the American Dental Education Association. He has also served as the chair of the section of Dentistry and Oral Health Sciences of the American Association for the Advancement of Science. In 2010, Dr. Thomas received the Award of Excellence from the Society for Executive Leadership in Academic Medicine. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Hugh Thomas to the podium as our 2012 commencement speaker.
Chancellor Vandegrift, Provost Boyle, Vice Chancellors Neher and Hundley, Dean Rodder, Alumni President Altadonna, Dr. Fisher, Associate Dean DeClue, Assistant Deans Thomas Schwenk and Langenwalter, faculty, staff, parents, guests, and especially class of 2012 graduates. Good morning. I'm honored to have been invited to be your commencement speaker. Southern Illinois University School of Dental Medicine is an outstanding school, exemplified by its clinical and research legacy. And that legacy is added to today and this weekend by the celebrations of this graduating class. The young women and men we join with this morning are the exemplars of that legacy. You have shown by your academic prowess and citizenship that it not only continues, but thrives, and we are most proud of you all. Being a commencement speaker has been compared with being a corpse at an Irish wedding. An Irish wake. Same thing, really. Anyway, back to the wake. You're on the one hand a necessary presence at the event, but nobody really expects you to say much. So in a similar vein, I will keep my remarks brief. But I do want to deliver an important message to the graduates. Last August, I became the 16th Dean of Tufts University School of Dental Medicine. And I have to tell you how much I enjoy being in Boston. That city, which I now call home, is rich with an enviable past in the evolution, or maybe I should say the revolution, of our nation. It has produced remarkable leaders in history, politics, science, and the arts, and yes, even Facebook. But if I can point to one thing that epitomizes the city ethic for me, it's the inscription that's seen on the northern facade of the Boston Public Library. It reads, "The Commonwealth requires the education of its people as the safeguard of order and liberty." And my remarks today underscore that sentiment. You are already amazingly well educated. You are among the top 3% of America's elite. And you have achieved much. You have taken full advantage of the opportunity offered to you. But that sentiment carries with it an enormous burden and brings to mind the words of John Fitzgerald Kennedy in a 1961 speech that he gave to the Massachusetts General Court a few days before he became the President of the United States. Kennedy said, "For those to whom much is given, much is required." 1868 was a very important year in Tufts history. It was the year that the dental school was founded. It was also the year that Edgar Lee Masters, the American poet, biographer, and dramatist, was born. Masters was born in Kansas, grew up in rural Illinois, first with his grandparents in Petersburg, and then in Lewiston, where he attended high school. It was his experiences in Lewiston that inspired his most notable work, the Spoon River Anthology, a series of poems that were based on the imagined, self-written epitaphs of the town's dead who were buried in the local cemetery. Although controversial at the time because many of the authors were supposedly recognized by their own musings, Masters used the opportunity to reflect on life's challenges, trials, and opportunities. The dead speak about the sorts of things one might expect. Some recite their histories and turning points. Others make observations of life from the outside, and petty ones complain about the treatment of their graves, while few tell of how they really died. Speaking without reason to lie or fear the consequences, they construct a picture of life in the town without the encumbrance of a facade. One of the poems, written by resident George Gray, reads, "I have studied many times the marble which was chiseled for me, a boat with a furled sail at rest in a harbor. In truth, it pictures not my destination, but my life. For love was offered me, and I shrank from its disillusionment. Sorrow knocked at my door, but I was afraid. Ambition called to me, but I dreaded the chances. Yet all the while I hungered for meaning in my life. And now I know that we must lift the sail and catch the winds of destiny wherever they drive the boat. To put meaning in one's life may end in madness, but life without meaning is the torture of restlessness and vague desire. It is a boat longing for the sea and yet afraid. So my message to you today is, don't live your life as George Gray did. Don't be afraid. Take advantage of every opportunity offered to you. Why? Because our profession is facing significant challenges, and we need individuals with your skills to play a leadership role in addressing them. The demographics of oral disease are changing. We have had and will continue to have significant advances in science and technology. And yes, the mouth is connected to the rest of the body, and our patients cannot have good general health if they do not have good oral health. Society is changing around us. Access to, demand for, and ability to pay for healthcare is problematic. Improvements in oral health for most Americans are muted by profound disparities in certain populations. These challenges are real, due in part to a lack of leadership. They are now being addressed by forces outside of our profession that question our ability with our current workforce models to provide all Americans with optimal oral health. Change is coming, and it will have a significant impact on the future practice of dentistry. You, as the future leaders of our profession, must be at the forefront of that change. You must be proactive and not reactive. If you're not at the table, you'll be on the menu. And to paraphrase JFK again, when at some future date, the High Court of History sits in judgment on each one of us, recording whether in our brief span of service we fulfilled our responsibilities to the common good, our success or failure in whatever position we may hold will be measured by the answers to 4 questions. First, were we truly individuals of courage, with the courage to stand up to one's enemies and, when necessary, to one's associates? Secondly, were we truly individuals of judgment, with the perceptive judgment of the future as well as the past, of our own mistakes as well as the mistakes of others, with enough wisdom to know what we did not know and enough candor to admit it? Third, were we truly individuals of integrity, women and men who never ran out on the principles in which they believed or the people who believed in them? And finally, were we truly individuals of dedication, with an honor mortgaged to no single individual or group, and compromised by no private obligation or aim, but devoted solely to serving the public good? So what will your epitaph read? Will you be a boat without a furled sail? The eyes of all the people are upon us. We do not intimidate, for we are a model to others. My sincerest congratulations to you all, and the very best of success in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas. Again, we appreciate your being able to join us on such a special occasion as today. It's been traditional for the graduating class of the School of Dental Medicine to choose one of its members to be the class speaker at commencement. It's a pleasure for me to present this year's class speaker, Dr. Jeff Howenstein.
Myself a glass of water here. Oh, that's good. Alrighty. Unlike Dr. Thomas, I do not plan on keeping this brief. They told me I had 40 minutes, and that's what I'm taking. Good morning, and thank you everyone, faculty, family, and friends, for being here today to support and celebrate the class of 2012. A special thanks to all the faculty and staff present who we've got to know very well these past years, learned so much from, and developed some great relationships with. Your time, energy, and enthusiasm did not go unnoticed. And to all our family and friends, without your continued love and support, we definitely would not be here today, so we thank you. As they say, the days go slow and the years go fast, and I definitely could not agree more with the past 4. We've been through so much, not only individually, but together as a class. It would not have been such a memorable 4 years without each and every person sitting here in front of me today. So I'm going to take you back, just a quick recap of these 4 years. They went very fast, but definitely some memorable moments. We started this new school in the fall of 2008. This was not undergrad, as we were told constantly. No ball caps were allowed in the classroom, which we were in the classroom 8 hours a day. We'd go to class, listen to some really exhilarating lectures, play on our iPhones a little bit, and then rush home to watch the Summer Olympics, cheering on Michael Phelps and the rest of the Olympic team. First month or so was went pretty well, I thought. That fall, the presidential election yielded our first African-American president, and most notably, the epic Twilight Saga began. After the first couple months, our free time diminished, and we started to spend most of our time after class either in lab, waxing teeth, cutting preps, or at home or the library reading PowerPoint slides all night, which again were on extremely exhilarating topics. But we made it through our first set of finals and had a pretty fun Christmas party. It was a flipping good time, some would say. Then the real tough classes came with end of first year and second year. Late nights at the library and the Success Center and at home. A lot of coffee and energy drinks were consumed during that time, and sodies. I think Dr. Jane's here, isn't she? So once again, we made it through, cruised into clinic, treating patients, knowing everything that we needed to know. Humbled immediately, we began to learn the ways of the clinic, scheduling, and patient care. 2010, the iPad and iPhone 4 came out, revolutionizing the ability to game during classes. 2011 came with a huge jump in gas prices, and bad news for all the ladies who were holding out. Prince William was taken off the market. Eventually in clinic, we learned some very important things, but most importantly, we learned that dentistry was much more than biology facts, morphology terms, ideal preps, and pretty fillings. It was about talking to the patient, making them comfortable, and putting our new language that we had just learned the past 2 years into words that the patient would not only understand, but appreciate. We stumbled through clinic at times, but delivered great patient care for 2 years. Everyone passed their last set of written boards and both our clinical boards, and here we are today. I did some calculations. It took me a couple weeks, but I'm pretty sure I got these pretty much spot on. We spent 1,432 hours in lecture, averaged per student 1.3 hours of napping per day, 0.86 of that in the classroom. I think Brad Carn brought that one up. Could bring earplugs and just sleep in the back of class. We spent 2,143.6 hours in the preclinical lab, studied about 1,200 hours for exams and another 550 for boards. Spent an average of 600 hours stressing out while waiting for the results of written exams and practicals, and another 300 checking Blackboard and our mailbox to see if grades were posted yet. We took over 500 x-rays and spent about an extra 600 hours waiting back in radiology to take those x-rays. I'll never forget Janet and Vanessa's great smiles, Dan Charchand's daily candor, Steve's strength and big muscles, Charlie and Annie's great sense of humor, Shane's speed on the football field, Kevin's Ghostbuster costumes and movie prop replicas. I'll never forget Stephanie's heated debates at times on the current Bachelor or Bachelorette. Jackson's uncanny ability to remember every Perio study author and date published. And most notably, I'll never forget Nick Sigmund's unbelievable calf muscles. Seriously. Take a look at those later if you haven't. In the past 4 years, we've learned how precious life truly is with the loss of loved ones, close family, and friends. We made it through the hard times and the good, and I could not be happier standing up here today celebrating our great accomplishments, hard work, and dedication. It seems that every class that goes to the dental school has its own dynamic. I would describe our class as extremely unique. We're full of scholars, athletes, husbands, wives, parents, sons, daughters, siblings, runners, triathletes, artists, poets, singers, skiers, bikers, 2 years in a row flag football champs, and truly great friends. This isn't even the half of it. We have truly embraced our diversity and used it to learn and excel in this difficult environment. What truly makes our class unique in my mind is our humility. The best definition I could find of this is as follows: the understanding of the depths of our ignorance, admitting we don't know everything, and being willing to admit when we're wrong, seeking knowledge, helping others, not desiring credit for accomplishments. This is a great and very difficult quality to have, but I believe our class has exhibited this throughout the past 4 years. Almost every day you'd see a classmate helping someone else with lab work, assisting a fellow classmate, giving credit for accomplishments and achievements to others, always thanking faculty, thanking our family, knowing we would not be here without them, admitting you need help, seeking tutors, seeking teachers after hours, never boasting, always striving to learn the most that we can. And that's what I believe makes our class most humble, is our unending desire to learn. Not only admitting our lack of knowledge, but taking it one step further and learning the most that we could these past 4 years to ultimately be the best practitioners that each of us could be. I'm gonna keep turning these pages. I think I got 30 minutes left. In closing, I was in the car about a week ago listening to the radio, and they were asking listeners to call in. They were asking, what's the most important life lesson that your parents taught you when you were little? And immediately 2 things popped into my head. One thing my dad had taught me and one thing my mom had taught me. I remember I was 5 or 6 years old, and my dad sat me down and he said, "Jeff, you never ask a woman 3 things: her age, her weight, and if her teeth are real." I'll never forget this, and I appreciate the third one a little more after these past 4 years. And my mom taught me something truly invaluable that I remember every day. She taught me after I had been pretty down on myself for making a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. No one is perfect. What truly defines us is not our accomplishments and not what we achieve, but it's how we recover from our mistakes and from our failures. How we learn from our mistakes and make ourselves a better person because of that imperfection. This will apply to us as dentists, no doubt, and will also apply to our everyday lives and the people that we are. So I challenge us, the class of 2012, to stay humble, ask for help when we need it, but have the confidence to succeed when we know we can. Admit when you've made a mistake. Strive to be the best person you can be in every aspect of our lives. And when we fail or fall short of the goal or make a mistake, which we all will, know that it's our response, our acknowledgement of being wrong, our desire and action to improve on that truly defines us, will make us better practitioners and better people. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Howenstein. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Darren Altadonna. Dr. Altadonna is a 1995 graduate of our dental school. Currently, Dr. Altadonna serves as the Executive Director of the Madison District Dental Society and Public Relations Committee of the Illinois State Dental Society. He practices general dentistry in Highland, Illinois, where he lives with his wife and 2 sons. He is also a member and the current president of our School of Dental Medicine Alumni Council. It's in his role as president of the Alumni Council that I would now like to invite Dr. Altadonna to the podium to extend his congratulations to the class.
Well, on behalf of the School of Dental Medicine Alumni Association, I'm happy to welcome you, the members of the class of 2012, into the ranks of graduates of our school and university. From this day forward, Southern Illinois University serves as a tie that binds us together in a fellowship of men and women with a common educational and professional heritage in dentistry. Your association with the university does not end today. It simply changes. As the newest graduates of Southern Illinois University School of Dental Medicine, you are extended the services of the Alumni Association and the opportunity to participate in a variety of alumni programs. Your graduation today signifies that the foundation for your professional life is successfully completed, and we anticipate that from this day forward, your accomplishments and your achievements will contribute not only to your own success, but also to the greatness of Southern Illinois University School of Dental Medicine. So on behalf of the Alumni Association, I extend congratulations. You have our best wishes for success and happiness throughout your lives. And I ask the audience to join me one more time in congratulating the class of 2012.
Doctors of the class of 2012, today you celebrate. You celebrate finishing school. You celebrate your new profession. You celebrate your planned success. But with celebration, all new professionals have concerns over what the future is to hold. So as you celebrate today, and perhaps worry some in the weeks to come, remember to always strive to perform the best dentistry that you can and to continue the lifelong pursuit of knowledge and excellence. Treat both your patients and your staff with the utmost respect. Maintain a moral compass. Strive to do what's right. Maintain a social conscience. Share your expertise with those less fortunate than you who may need your help. And finally, give your family all the love that you have inside of you. Prosperity and satisfaction will be a natural outcome. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to you and wish you all the success and happiness your personal and professional lives can give. Doctors, in part, the successful completion of your dental degree was made possible through the efforts and sacrifices made by your family and friends here today. Please rise, turn to the audience, and acknowledge their love and support with a round of applause. Be seated. Class of 2012, audience, this concludes today's ceremony. Following the recessional, a reception honoring the graduates will take place in the Goshen Lounge just outside the ballroom, where everyone is invited to attend. Would the audience please remain at your seats for the recessional of the platform guests and graduates? Platform guests, faculty, and graduates, please stand to begin the recessional.